So riding with the Spartan Carbon. First off, let's talk about some of the things I don't like with it. The biggest one, this is only for this time of year, I'm sure when it gets warmer, I will thoroughly love, is the amount of air that it lets in. At the moment, it's probably all of about 6 or 7 degrees. Even though the sun's shining and it looks beautiful, it is bloody cold out here. And this helmet puts a huge amount of air in under the chin here. And my whole face feels quite cold in it. To the point where I'm actually wearing a neck warmer. No, it's just cold. Now I'm sure when the summer comes, I'll be loving all that cool air coming in the helmet. But at the moment, even with the vents closed, it's cold. The other thing I'm not a fan of is the way and this is going to depend on which market you're in, because there are a couple of different options, is the way that the chin strap secures. Now, it's with D-rings, which is fine because most of the helmets out here have D-rings, but what it's got is the D-ring, the tail, I guess you'd call it, loops back around and secures under here with a press stud. Now my old helmet, the tail bit just tucked into another little clip. I've just found that this is a little difficult to press on, and I do feel it's the kind of thing that over time could actually fail. The other thing that's not quite to my liking is this little useless chin thing under here. It's just useless. It doesn't do anything. It'll probably stop some bugs, but as far as it actually stopping the air coming through or the cold, it's not doing anything. It just doesn't work. It's made of too thin a material, and you know, it's just not worth having in a way. The only other issue that I may have, which I'm not sure if I've solved, is audio for vlogging in this helmet. I have struggled. I still don't know if it's quite right. I do feel that I may need to reposition the microphone again, and at the moment I've got it tucked in the cheek pad, which in the old helmet worked fine. However, the cheek pads in this don't actually extend as far forward as they used to in the old helmet, meaning that the microphone is placed more on the cheek than it was around the front of my mouth before. So that's something else. But what's to love about it? Oh, there's a lot to love about it. First of all, just look at it. It's goddamn sexy and you know it. You can just tell that this is a great looking helmet. Look at it glisten in the sun. It's a marvelous thing. It's incredibly lightweight. You do notice it riding. You don't drive a motorbike, you idiot. You ride it. You do notice it. The range of movement is great. The vision, see the top of the helmet sort of encroaching on your view. It's great. The pin lock. Now the pin lock, my previous helmet wasn't actually designed for a pin lock. That was an afterthought. I do believe this one, because it comes with a pin lock, the pin lock does seem a lot more suited to the helmet. Other thing I have noticed is there is absolutely zero fogging. Some of that's going to be because the earlier mentioned extra breeze coming in, which I'm not a fan of, but it's definitely no fogging. I do also have noticed that the tinted drop-down sun visor in this is a little larger. It fits the helmet much better. The one that was in the Vision, you did have a little bit around the bottom which it didn't cover, where this one it covers fine. That's definitely an improvement. The only other thing that I do struggle a little with is the location of everything. I'd ridden with the other helmet for 4 years, I think, maybe 5 years, 4 or 5 years, and muscle memory was, that's where the visor thing is, that's where it was just all there. So I'm currently still going to grab at those locations, and of course the bit I want to grab isn't there. So But that's just a small thing. That's just time, you know. If I'm just thinking, I just go for the side here to flick the visor down, of course it's up the top. But overall, I'm loving this helmet. It's definitely much quieter in here. My only issue, as I say, my only real issue is that I'm feeling the cold a bit more. It would be nicer if it was a bit warmer, but you can't have everything your own way. So I guess there you have it. The first ride test, it's not my first ride with it, I've had a couple, but first ride review of the Shark Spartan Carbon. And if you're looking for a lightweight, sexy looking helmet, I don't think you can go too far wrong. It's the bike. Now if you like what you've seen, over there is the subscribe button, down there is a Patreon button, and down there is another video for you to watch. So click one of those. Woohoo!